Hello students, hope you all are doing well. In the previous classes we started pair of linear equation in two variables and we studied about how to solve the linear equation algebraically. In algebraic also we studied two methods. First was substitution and second method is elimination method. So today we are going to study about how to solve the pair of linear equation in two variables graphically. But before solving it graphically, we should know how to draw the graph there and we should know whether the solution exists or not. Sometimes cases will come when we have solved by algebraic methods. In some question, it was there we are getting the condition as infinitely many solutions, and then in some cases we are getting that the equation has no solution. So how we can check, how we can find out the relation, that whether we can check the given pair of linear equation is consistent or inconsistent. So for that we will do by graphical method. So before going to solution by graphical method, I am just revising the graph concept which we studied in 9th class. How we are drawing the graph in 9th class? Yes, in coordinate geometry we studied. In coordinate geometry, the whole plane is divided into two parts. Two lines. The horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is called y-axis. Negative side is denoted by x dash and negative side of y-axis denoted by y dash. And the intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin and denoted by the letter O. Can you tell me what was the coordinate of origin? Yes, coordinate is 0, 0. 0, 0 means at present we haven't moved to anywhere, neither to x-axis nor to y-axis. Now just some examples how we are plotting the points there. Now suppose I have to plot the point 2, 0. How we will do? 2, 0. As we are knowing, whenever the points is written, x coordinate is written first and y coordinate is written the second one. So if you will check there, at present our position is here, and now what I did, I moved to 2 units towards x-axis. 2 units towards x-axis. So I will be here. Okay. And where I moved to y-axis? Nothing. To y-axis I haven't moved. So this will be the point 2, 0. Clear? Okay. Now similarly, if suppose we have to plot the point 0, -2. That how we will do? Here x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is -2. Again, at present we are in origin there. So in x-axis we are not moving. We are moving to y-axis, and that also not to positive side. Where we are moving? We are moving to the negative side towards 2 units. So 1, 2. This will be the point 0, -2. Clear? Okay. So suppose I have to plot the point -1, 3. So -1, 3. So in x-axis we moved till -1. So at present we are in origin. So where we have x is equal to -1? Yes, here. So at present we are here, and after that what we checked? We moved 3 units to y-axis also, but at present we are here. So 3 units to y-axis means from here we are moving 3 units. So this will be the point -1, 3. In 9th class we are drawing the perpendicular in this way and we are drawing the rectangles. Now I think in graph it will be easy for you to plot the points. That's why don't draw these type of rectangles. Otherwise confusion will come. Okay. So one more can we do? Okay. So how we can plot the point 3, -2. 3, -2. How we will do? Where is the point x is equal to 3? Yes, on the right hand side of x-axis. We have here x is equal to 3. Now we moved 2 units to y-axis, but on the negative side. Negative side is here. So 3, -2. This will be the point 3, -2. Don't draw the line there. Directly you can plot the point. In graph book it will be easy to plot the points. Now I think this method is clear to you, how we are plotting the points. Okay. Now all of you, what we are going to study, we will check graphically whether the given solution of equation, the given equation has solution or not. If the given equation has solution, then we will say the given pair of linear equation is consistent. Meaning, if the solution is there, then we will say the equations are consistent. And if the solution does not exist, then we will say the equations are inconsistent. So shall we move to draw the graph there? Okay. So all of you please take your graph book. So all of you please note down the question. Write in the right hand side of your graph book. Okay. Write down the question. Find the consistency of linear equation. Find the consistency of linear equation by graphical method and generalize the result. Again, I am repeating the question. Find the consistency of linear equation by graphical method and generalize the result. Question written. Now all of you write down the first question. The first equation is given x plus y is equal to 3 and second equation is given 2x plus 5y is equal to 12. So first what we have to do, we have to draw the graph for both the equation. So to draw the graph for equation 1 and equation 2, we can draw the table first. So first I am drawing the table for equation 1. So here points are not given, so we have to plot the points. And always it will be easy to take the point as x equal to 0 and second point we will take as y is equal to 0. We will not take any other point unless it is required. Only 2 points will be enough to draw the graph. So why I said we can take x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0? Two things why I am taking this one. Because if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, we will take, our equation will become easy. Easily we can solve. And one more method. If I will take x is equal to 0, then I will get the point where the line intersects the y-axis. Similarly, if I will take y is equal to 0, I will get that point where it intersects the x-axis. That's why. Because sometimes in the question they will ask, find out the coordinate of the point where it intersects the x-axis and y-axis. So all of you just to check the first equation. Our first equation is x plus y is equal to 3. Rough work not required. If you are able to do it mentally, do it. And do it with me. First what we will do, substitute x is equal to 0. Now can you tell me what will be y in equation 1? Yes, it will become 0. So we will get y is equal to 3. So our first point we got 0, 3. Now similarly substitute y is equal to 0. Then what will be the value of x? 3. So we got our next coordinate also. X coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 0. So our next coordinate is 3, 0. The same we will do for second equation also. Our second equation is 2x plus 5y is equal to 12. Again, substitute x is equal to 0. So our first term, 2 into 0 will be equal to 0. So this one is not there. We have 5y is equal to 12. Then what will be the value of y? Yes, value of y will be equal to 12 divided by 5. We can cancel it so that we can convert into decimal. It will come 5 2s are 10. Then we will put a point, 2 will remain there, then 0 will come, then we will get 5 4s are 20. So when we have substituted x is equal to 0, we got y is equal to 2.4. So our coordinate is 0, 2.4. Similarly, substitute y is equal to 0. Then what will come? If y is equal to 0, second term will become 0. So we will get 2x is equal to 12. Then x will be equal to, yes, x is equal to 6. So our second coordinate also we got 6, 0. So all of you, based on this, we are going to draw the graph now. So all of you take your, in the left hand side of your graph book, draw x-axis and y-axis. So all you can check, I am drawing here x-axis and y-axis. Now we will plot the point first for the first linear equation. In that our coordinate was first 0, 3. So here I can mark the points 1, 2, 3. Just 1 centimeter as it was there in your graph book in the same way. In the x-axis we want the point till 6. That's why I have written here till 6. Negative x-axis if not required, then just write down one point only. That will be enough. So our first point was 0, 3. 0 here, then 0, 3. This will be the point 0, 3. And second one was 3, 0. So 3, 0 will be here. Now what we will do? We will draw a line which passes through these 2 points. So draw a line which passing through these 2 points. Always a straight line it should be. So this is the graph for our equation x plus y is equal to 3. Similarly, we will draw the graph for the second equation. In second equation, we got the point 0, 2.4. If you will check 0, this is 2. After 2, the fourth line will be equal to 2.4. And our y coordinate we got next coordinate is 6, 0. So 6, 0. This will be the point 6, 0. Now we will draw the line joining these 2 points. I think the method is clear to you how we have drawn the graph. All have done? Okay. Now all of you just check there. When I have drawn the graph of these 2 linear equations, the 2 lines are intersecting at a point. Can you check? Yes, here. The 2 lines are intersecting here. So, where the lines are intersecting, correspondingly you can check here. What is the x coordinate of this point? 1. Correct? And what was the y coordinate? X coordinate means still here. X coordinate from here to here. So we are getting here 1. And what was the y coordinate which we are getting? Yes, we are getting the y coordinate is equal to 2. So in this way we solved. Here we have x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So where the 2 lines are intersecting, the x coordinate and y coordinate of that point will be the solution of the given equation. Clear? Now all, we have seen in the graph that the equation of these the lines of these 2 equations intersect at one point, and we said that point is the solution of these 2 equations. But always how we can draw the graph there? So we can check any condition is there which we can obtain to without drawing the graph, whether we can say whether the solution exists or not. So here what we will do, we will compare the coefficient there. As we know, our general form of linear equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Otherwise that constant we can take to right hand side also. So here we have 2 linear equations. So suppose if first one I am taking as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and second one I am taking as a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So in the same way, if I will combine here, if we will check, compare, so it will come. What is the coefficient of x here? a1. In the first equation, what we have coefficient of x? 1. Coefficient of y is 1, and here we have coefficient of y b1. The constant term, either both should be in left hand side or both should be in right hand side. So here we have the constant term in right hand side. So let it be on the right hand side. We have c1 is equal to c. Now we will find out the ratio there. So first is a1 by a2 I am writing. A1 means coefficient of x in the first equation and a2 coefficient of x in the second equation. So we are getting a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, we will check what will be b1 by b2. b1 coefficient of y in the first equation is 1 by coefficient of y in the second equation is 5. Then c1 by c2 is equal to, here we have 3 by 12. So that will be equal to 1 by 4. So just we are writing, after that we can generalize the result there. So we got here, can we check these two are not equal because 1 by 2 not equal to 1 by 5. So just we are writing here a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. This is the condition which we wrote there. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. And when we have drawn the graph, the lines are intersecting at a point, and I said that was the solution of the given two linear equation. So solution is there. Then this type of equation is consistent or inconsistent. If solution is there, then we will say the pair of linear equations are consistent. At last we will summarize the result. First we are discussing everything with the help of example. So till here all have written. Okay, so now we will move to the next equation. Now we are going to draw the graph for the next question, that is x minus 2y is equal to 5, equation 1, and second equation is 3x minus 6y is equal to 15. All of you do with me. Draw the graph also with me only. Otherwise don't simply look at the video classes there. When I am doing the sums, you also do with me. Okay? Okay. Now first one, again only 2 points. X equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So in the first one here, I am substituting x is equal to 0. Then what will happen? This term we don't have. What we have? Minus 2y is equal to 5. Then what will come? Y is equal to? Yes, y will come 5 by minus 2. What will come if we will convert into decimal? 5 by 2? Yes, it will come 2.5, and negative sign is there. That's why we will write there negative. So if x is equal to 0, we are getting y is equal to minus 2.5. Now similarly substitute y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, then this term we don't have. So directly we are getting the value of x as 5. So if y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. So we got our 2 point. First is 0 comma minus 2.5 and another point is 5 comma 0. Similarly, we will plot the point for the next one also. Again, substitute x is equal to 0. Then what will come? Y is equal to, here this term became 0. So we are getting minus 6y is equal to 15. Then y will come 15 by minus 6. We can cancel it. So it will come 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6. Again what we are getting? 5 by minus 2, and that was equal to minus 2.5. Similarly now put y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, this term will become 0. So we have remaining 3x is equal to 15. If 3x is equal to 15, x equal to, yes, x is equal to 5. So again here we are getting the point as 0 comma minus 2.5 and 5 comma 0. Written? Okay. So now we are going to draw the graph. Of you, we are going to draw the graph for the second equation. So again, first to draw x-axis and y-axis and mark the point till where it is required there. Don't simply plot the point till 10 there. If we don't want, don't draw the point there. 1 point only will be enough. How much we need, that much only you have to draw. So this is our x-axis, negative side, x dash, y dash, o. Why I am writing there? Because when we will draw the graph in this way, we'll write everything correctly, then already an impression will come. Yes, the child, that student knows everything about graph. So again, we are plotting the point 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have till 5. And in y-axis, negative side we have, I think, -1, -2, -3. Now we can check the points there. For the first equation, what we got? Our coordinate was 0, -2.5. X coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is -2.5. Here we have -2. So -2.5 will be between -2 and -3 in the middle. So in the graph it is easy to plot. This is the point -2.5. Similarly, the next point was 5, 0. X coordinate 5. So 5, 0 will come here only. Yes. Now what we will do? We will draw a line which passes through these 2 points. Always it will be a straight line only. That's why it is called a linear equation. You will always get a line when you will draw the graph for linear equation. Clear? How to draw the graph? Okay. Now, for the second equation also we have the same point only. 0, -2.5 and 5, 0. So again, if I will joining means what I am doing? Again I am drawing one line which coincide with each other, which will be on this line only. Correct? So in this case, what we are getting? We are getting 2 lines and the lines are on each other. So these type of lines are called, yes, coincident lines. Coincident lines. They overlap each other. Clear? Okay. Now we will check the condition, why it is coming. So all of you have seen when we have drawn the graph of these 2 equations, we got which type of lines? Coincident lines. Coincident means all the points on the lines are the solution of this equation. So how many equations we will have? How many solutions we will have? All the points which are on this line. Correct? So we have solution. How many solutions? Yes, infinitely many solutions. So if solution is there means the given pair of linear equations are consistent. Whether one solution or infinitely many solutions. Solution is there. That's why we are saying the given pair of linear equations are consistent. Now we can check their ratio. So again, first we will find out the ratio A1 by A2. A1 means coefficient of x in the first equation. A2 coefficient of x in the second equation. So here if nothing is there, what we can write? 1. So we are getting A1 by A2 is equal to 1 by 2. Now we will check what will be B1 by B2. What is the coefficient of y? -2. And coefficient of y in the second one? -6. Again minus and minus will get cancelled. 2 and 6 will get cancelled. We will get B1 by B2 is equal to 1 by 3. Now next, C1 by C2. So what we are getting? 5 by 15. So if we will cancel, what will come? 1 by 3. What is the relation which we are getting? Yes, all the ratios are same. We are getting A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So whenever this type of case is coming, then which type of lines we are getting? Coincident lines. And if coincident lines are there, whether the system of equation is consistent or inconsistent? Yes, consistent. Coincident means all the points on that line are the solution of these 2 equations. So if all the ratios are same, then we will say the given system is consistent with infinitely many solutions. So moving on to the third example. So all of you just check another equations we have. So in this one, coefficient of y is written first. A problem is there if y coordinate is written first, or you have to make x coordinate only first? No problem. Shall I do in this way only? We have to draw the graph only. Nothing else we are doing. Okay. So for the first equation again, first we can plot the points for equation 1, for equation 2. And one more thing is there, why I am taking x equal to 0, calculation will be less. We have to work less only for that. Otherwise, if any other value you are taking, then you have to find out by doing rough work there. In this type of question, when you will take x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, rough work also we don't want there. Now again, for the first equation, if x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 means here this term became 0. So we are getting 2y is equal to 9. So if 2y is equal to 9, then y will be equal to, yes, 9 by 2. And 9 by 2 is 4.5. Now similarly substitute y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, what we will get? This term became 0. We are getting minus x is equal to 9. Then what will be x? Yes, we will multiply it by negative sign. So x will be equal to minus 9. Now similarly for the second equation, again substitute x is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0 means this term became 0. We are getting 6y is equal to 21. 6y is equal to 21. Then y will come 21 by 6. We can cancel it. 3 7s are 3 2s are. So 7 by 2. Convert in decimal. Yes, 3.5. So we are getting y is equal to 3.5. And now substitute y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, we will get minus 3x is equal to 21. Then x will come 21 divided by minus 3. So that will be equal to minus 7. Written? Okay. So all of you can check there. In x-axis we have to draw till minus 9 there. So in the positive side we can write only one number. X is equal to 1. So again we can write down the points here. Here our first coordinate is 0, 4.5. minus 9, 0, and here we have 0, 3.5, minus 7, 0. Now all of you start drawing x-axis and y-axis. Now we will draw the graph. We will plot the points. You can check there. I have drawn the line for the first equation. You all can also draw. Our first coordinate was 0, 4.5. and then minus 9, 0. In x coordinate we have minus 9. So I have drawn a line joining these two points. Now we can check the second one. For the second one our coordinates are 0, 3.5. In y axis 3.5. Yes, here it will be 3.5. And our next coordinate is minus 7, 0. If you will check, x coordinate minus 7, 0. It will be here minus 7, 0. All have done? Okay. Now what we will do? We will draw a line passing through these 2 points. What happened? Which type of lines we are getting? Yes, we are getting parallel lines. So already I said, if the 2 lines will intersect somewhere, then only we will have a solution. So here what we are getting, if we will extend to any side, the 2 lines will never intersect each other. So in this case, our solution is inconsistent. When parallel lines are coming, then we will say our solution is inconsistent. Now we can check the condition. How we can say whether the graph of these 2 equations will be parallel. So again, moving on to the condition. Now again, we can compare the ratios, coefficient of x. Always that only we are taking as a1 and a2. What is the coefficient of x in the first equation? Minus 1. And coefficient of x in the second equation? Minus 3. So minus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. We are getting a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 3. Now we can check what will be b1 by b2. Coefficient of y in the first equation 2. In the second equation we have 6. So again these two will get cancelled. We will get 1 by 3. Now we will check what will be C1 by C2. 9 by 21. If we will cancel, what will come? 3 by 7. So in this case what we are getting? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. So whenever our ratio will come in this way, then without drawing the graph we can say this solution, this system of solution is inconsistent. And which type of lines we will get? Yes, we will get parallel lines. All have done till here? Okay. All of you please, this generalized result write down in your maths notebook. Right? Put the heading, finding the consistency or inconsistency of the linear equation. Here the result which we got from the graph, we will generalize the result and we will write everything here. Topic heading written, finding the consistency or inconsistency of the given equation. Now all of you write down the pair of linear equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Write with me the pair of equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 will have a unique solution. Unique solution means when you will draw the graph, the lines will intersect at one point. Will have a unique solution if, what was the condition? Yes, a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. And which type of lines we will get when we will draw the graph for these two equations? Yes, we will get intersecting lines. Then what you can say about the consistency? Whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Solution exists. The lines are intersecting at point. So we will say it is consistent. If solution exists, then we will say the pair of linear equations are consistent. So this is the first point. We will have a unique solution if a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. When we will draw the graph, we will get intersecting lines. Therefore, the solution of these two equations are consistent. Written? Okay. Now write down the second point here only. Two equations. Just write down in this second point. We will have infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions if if a1 by a2 all the ratios should be same, b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. If all the ratios are same, then we which type of lines we got? Yes, we got coincident lines. Then the solution is the equations are consistent or inconsistent. If solution is there, then the equation is consistent. Written? Now the third point will have no solution. Third one is will have no solution. If no solution means they should represent parallel lines. So we studied in parallel lines, this is the condition which we are getting. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. So which type of lines we are getting? Parallel lines. And solution is not there. That's why the given pair of linear equation is inconsistent. So this is the condition. If they intersect at one point, A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. And which type of lines? Intersecting lines. So we will have a unique solution. That's why the given system of equation is consistent. Second point, infinitely many solution. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Which type of lines? Coincident lines, and it is consistent. And third one is, will have no solution when A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. The lines will be parallel lines. So they will never intersect each other. So we cannot find out a particular solution. So the given system of equation is inconsistent. Clear? Okay. Now we will move to the next question. All of you write down the second question. Second question is, solve the following system of equations graphically. Solve the following system of equations graphically. Equations, write down the equation. 3x plus y minus 11 is equal to 0. X minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Shade the region bounded by these lines and y-axis. Shade the region bounded by these lines and y-axis. Also find the area of this shaded region. Question written. Shade the region bounded by these lines and y-axis. Also find the area of this region. So first what we can do, we can draw the table here for x coordinate and y coordinate. I am drawing here only because I don't have much space. So for the first equation and second equation I am writing the table here so that here I can draw the graph. So all of you do with me. Just to take two values. First is x equal to 0. Second is y is equal to 0. So in the first one we are taking x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, then what will be the value of y? This one will become 0. So we will get y minus 11 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 11. Now put y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, this expression will not be there. We will get 3x minus 11 is equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 11. So x will come 11 by 3. 11 by 3, if we have to convert in decimal, 3 3s are 9. 11 minus 9, 2. Now we will put a decimal there. 3 6 are 18. So again it will go on repeating. So we can take 3.6, or if you want, you can take 3.7. It depends on you. So I am taking 3.6 or 7. Okay, 3.7, because the number whenever which we are removing is greater than 5. We are adding 1 to the previous digit. So 3.7 we have taken. Now similarly for the next one, put x is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, this expression will become 0. Minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So plus 1, if we will shift to right hand side, minus y is equal to minus 1. Then we will get y is equal to 1. Now substitute y is equal to 0. Then what will come? If y is equal to 0 means this expression became 0. We will get x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus 1. So you can check, we have till y is equal to 11 there. And the negative side we want till 1 only. So all of you now draw the graph. You draw in graph paper only, graph book. X-axis, negative side, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, till 3.7 only we want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want, you can adjust the scale there. As we have taken 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want, you can take 0, 2, 4, 6. That depends on you. I took in this way so that it should be clear to you. That's why. So we want till y is equal to 11, and here we want minus 1, and here we can write minus 1. So now we can check the first one is X coordinate 0 and Y coordinate is 11. So 0, 11. 0, 11 will be here. And next is 3.7, 0. 3. After 3, the middle one will be equal to 3.5. The next line 3.6, then 3.7. So somewhat it will be here. In the graph it will be clear to you. Now what we have to do? Yes, we have to draw a line which passes through these 2 points. A straight line passing through these 2 points. So you all draw with scale. Now similarly we will draw the graph for the second one also. X equal to 0 and Y is equal to 1. 0, 1. 0, 1. This will be the point. And second one will come minus 1, 0. Minus 1, 0 will be here only. So if I will join these 2 points, at present they are not intersecting each other. Then what I should do? Yes, we have to extend the line so that they can intersect each other. So they are intersecting each other at one point. So in your graph, can you check what is the coordinate of these 2 points? In your graph it will be easy to find out the coordinate of these 2 points. Is it 3, 4? Just to check. Is it 3, 4? You just write down what is the correct coordinate here. 3, 4. I think it will be 3, 4 only. If any change is there, you can write down the correct one. So first one is over there. Solve the following system. We have to solve also. So here, whatever the coordinates we got there, don't forget to write down. That is, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4. So this is the solution of our equation. So first part is over. Second is, shade the region bounded by these lines and y-axis. Where we have y-axis? Here. And what is the region bounded by these lines and y-axis? This is the region. This is the first line and second line, and this is y-axis. So shade the region bounded by these lines and y-axis. This is the region which we have. Can we check what is the coordinate of this point here? 3, 4. Here what we have? 0, 11, and here we have 0, 1. Sometimes it can be asked, write down the coordinates of the triangle. That's why I wrote there. Now what we have to do? We have to find the area of this triangle. Formula for area? Yes, half into base into height. Now we can check what is the base here. This is the base. Base we started from 1. Either you can count there. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter in this way, or total is 11 and we removed this 1 centimeter only. So 11 minus 1 will be equal to 10. So base will be equal to 10 into, now we want a height. At present we don't have a height. Height means always it should be perpendicular. So from the intersection point, what we will do? We will draw the perpendicular. You can check what is this length. Either you measure with scale or we know. This is the length. This is the length means here. We have the x coordinate is equal to 3. So this length is 3. So here we will write it is equal to 3. Then what will come? Yes, here it will be equal to 2 5s are. So 5 3s are 15 unit square or 15 centimeter square. Clear? So moving on to the next question. All of you, next question write down. Draw the graph for the equations x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0. Draw the graph for the equations x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0. Calculate the area bounded by these lines and x-axis. Calculate the area bounded by these lines and x-axis. So shall we start? Okay. So all of you, here only I am drawing the table. You also just to find out the values of x and y. only two values. First x is equal to 0, second y is equal to 0. So in the first equation, if x is equal to 0, then we will get minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus y we can shift to right hand side. So we will get y is equal to 1. And if y is equal to 0, then what will come? X plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we will get x is equal to minus 1. Clear? Okay. Now in the second equation, again put x is equal to 0. Then what will come? Y minus 10 is equal to 0. Then we will get y is equal to 10. Now put y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, then we will get 2x minus 10 is equal to 0, or 2x is equal to 10, x is equal to 5. X equal to 5. Now all of you draw the graph for these two equations. I am also doing, you also do there. Y coordinate till 10 we want there. So now the first point is 0, 1. X equal to 0, y is equal to 1. 0, 1. And second one is minus 1, 0. Minus 1, 0 here only. So again we will draw a line passing through these 2 points. Drawn? Okay. Now for the second one we have the point 0, 10. X equal to 0, y is equal to 10. And then we have x equal to 5, y is equal to 0. So 5, 0. Now what we will do? We will draw a line passing through these 2 points. This way it will come. At present they are not intersecting. Then what we should do? Yes, we will extend this line so that they should intersect at one point there. So here this is the intersection point we have. All please check what will be the coordinate of the point, because here it will be difficult for me to write down the points. You just write down what is the correct x coordinate and y coordinate here, because in the graph it will be easy for you to plot the point. So I am not writing that value, you just check what will come. Clear? Okay. So next it is written, calculate the area bounded by these lines and x-axis, not y-axis. So here we have x-axis bounded by these lines, and x-axis means this is the portion we have. We have to find the area of this region. So in this region, again this region is a triangle only with the coordinate. Here it is written 5, 0. Here we have minus 1, 0, and here you are writing there. I don't know what is the coordinate of this point. Okay. So now I am finding the area. Area is equal to half into base into height. So half into base. Base means this is the length there. You can check here. Till here we have 5 centimeter and here 1 more centimeter. So base is equal to 6. And height. Height means this will be the perpendicular distance. So all of you just check there. This perpendicular distance means y coordinate. What is the y coordinate you got there? Write down that value here and then calculate the area. And don't forget to write down the unit. Either you can write unit square or centimeter square. Do this one. Find out the coordinate and calculate the area. Clear? Okay. So moving on to the next question.